the importance of understanding the Holy Scriptures. Shalom. First and foremost, giving all praises, honor, glory, respect, and blessings to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shai, Bashem Rachakwadash. Salutations to the Lord's elect on the four corners of the earth, pushing this truth in sincerity while patiently waiting for Yahweh Shai's return. And double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, which have taught us everything we know through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shai. And this video is going to be based on a video that was done by the Apostle Ariamlab from the New York camp. And in this video, he was going into the importance of understanding. Now, I wanted to land back off this video and basically, I wanted to basically, I basically wanted to land back off this video to the further of the edification of the Lord's elect. So, now he already covered the basis of understanding and how important it is. But this video will be to further, Lord's will. This video will be used to further what Apostle Ariamlab was teaching. So understanding the scriptures is very important, because it's good that you know this or you know that in the Holy Scriptures. But, like Apostle Ariamlab said in this video, he said, well, what good is it if you have wisdom if you don't have understanding? Like for an example, you can know that martial law is in the Holy Scriptures, but if you don't understand what martial law is, what good is it to know that martial law is in the Holy Scriptures? Okay, now someone who does not understand what martial law is will hear the term martial law. They might know what martial law means, but they don't know what martial law is because they don't understand what it is. Now, somebody who understands what martial law is would know that martial law, which obviously means warlike law, is when martial law is a condition that a country enters into when the country uses either militarized policemen or the military to take over and basically let them handle the situations concerning the civilians of the country. And that's martial law, which martial itself means warlike. And then you got the word law, which the word law means a decree or a decision. When you look at the word decree, it means a law or a decision. So a law is a decision or a written decree. So warlike law, or warlike decision, or warlike handwritten law, okay? Which is when the military takes over. And like the saying goes, what happens on the battlefield stays on the battlefield. So that's what it means to understand martial law. You have an idea of what will be used during that time. You have an idea what will happen during that time and where it will happen at. And that's what it means to understand when, where, and how. And a matter of fact, if we look up the definition for understand from Google,
understand
says, perceive the intended meaning. Perceive the intended meaning of words, language, or a speaker. Okay? Interpret or view something in a particular way. So ultimately, to help you better understand, the word understand means to grasp the idea of. So like I said, somebody can read about martial law in the scriptures, but if you don't understand what martial law is, then you're not going to be able to grasp the idea of what martial law is and how and where it it will take place. We know that martial law is going to happen on the earth. We know that it's going to happen during the hour of temptation, because martial law is going to be used to enforce the RFID chip, or as well, it's also going to be used to enforce the vaccine. Okay, and yeah, I said the V word, but these things are going to happen. Okay, so understanding is that's how the Lord causes that light within you to grow. Because you start to understand certain things when you read them in the Holy Scriptures. Okay. And a matter of fact, we come over here, right? Ecclesiasticus chapter 3, verse 21. Seek not out things that are too hard for thee. Okay? Neither search the things that are above thy strength. Right, because there's things in the Holy Scriptures that, especially, us, newcomers, I still consider myself to be a brother that's new in his truth. There's things that, there's things written in the Holy Scriptures that are above our understanding. That's not meant for us to get it on our own. That's why the Lord have set up teachers, which a teacher is what? A guide. A guide leads you in the correct direction. Okay? A guide can also be counted as a light. Okay? What did Yahushua say? Ye are the light of the world. So the Lord has set up certain lights of the world to guide his elect men to understanding the Holy Scriptures. Okay? Like when I first came into this truth, I didn't understand the Cornelius breakdown. But I sat down, I took notes, I watched videos, I looked up certain words on my own. And eventually the Lord allowed that light concerning Cornelius to grow within my mind. Now I understand how and why Cornelius is an Israelite. So that understanding is a part of how that light grows within you. Think of that light as like the water. Okay? And a matter of fact, let me just Isaiah chapter 44 and verse 6. I believe it's Isaiah 44 verse 6. Okay, yeah. Salakia, Isaiah chapter 44 verse 3. Okay, says, for I will pour water upon him that is thirsty, and floods upon the dry ground.